All right, so this is Sippel Family Farm. When you enter the farm, we have this long driveway and this adorable child in these front fields here. You can see we're a little wet here in the front field. This year was the first year we couldn't actually get in. We had some issues with our neighbors down the road changing their water, and unfortunately that changed our water too. And I've got tons of tiling to do here in the front because I would like to use my fields, you know. Then over here we have the Kokosing River, and it goes through the property, and it's fed by springs. So our whole property has this wonderful and difficult issue of water. Too much sometimes, but we're never going to run out, so I'm not really going to complain.
And don't forget that the willows on our island over there, they always go out of control. So me and Charlie have to go and cut them down.
Yeah, the willows have been a little wacky, but it's way too wet to get in there most times of the year, so we can't. But anyway, Hawkeye is being a good boy and staying at the top of the driveway, which took quite a while to get him to learn how to do. Every once in a while he likes to greet the trash man in a not so nice way because he wants their trash taken away from them. Not Hawkeye! Alright, so here's a little bit more of our barnyard. As you can see, I've got a little bit of equipment that needs to be put away.
A little bit?
Got a little behind this winter, so one of these days I'll get it done. This guy here, he's not too happy right now, but his name's February because that's when his appointment is. He had 3 other friends, but they've already gone to the processor. I wish I had brought my camera out with me yesterday when he got away. Ran about a mile away through the woods, and then
I found him.
We couldn't find him anywhere, and he ran away while his friend just January was getting loaded up. And you probably won't believe this story, but when we were looking for the cow, couldn't find him anywhere, and we decided we were going to go to my mom's for dinner. And before we did that, Miriam and I went to Ben's Hill, and we said, Ben, please help bring the cow back. And then we went to my mom's, and then we came home probably about 8 o'clock, totally dark outside.
And I heard mooing, and I'm like, Mom, do you hear that? And she looked around and we're like, the cow is back.
Yeah, and he totally made his way back. He was standing in the driveway in front of the barn. So we let him back in and no longer had to worry about him, you know, running into someone's car on the road. So that's good. And here we have some hay in storage, some more of our produce equipment, lots of things that need to be put away or taken care of. You can see another example of our too much water issue on the farm. We just get springs that open up.
And we have thousands of cattails every year.
Yep. But these springs just open up. One year when we had 120 sheep, the lane that they used to go out to pasture popped a spring, and one of the sheep fell in it, so we had to change the way that they went.
Okay. So we're on the RTV right now.
Hawkeye thinks he knows how to drive. Sometimes he takes up all the space.
Okay, get off. You're supposed to run.
All right, we are headed up what we call Ben's Hill. We had his funeral up here in July. when he passed away, because the hill is basically the best part of the farm. Because when you look up close at everything looks kind of messy. But when you come up here and you look, everything looks awesome. So there's the pond, our big old hickory tree, and the house, the barns. It's one of our pastures there for the cows, but we'll talk about how that's going to change. And then this is our apple orchard here. About 500 trees there. Lots of pasture and hay. And then most of these fields here in front of the woods were produce at one period of time. We've got 15 acres of woods back there too.
I remember when Dad was on his knees in that field and he was behind the tractor when we were transplanting, and he was just crawling, patting the plants in.
Yep. We spent lots of hours growing vegetables. We did about 30 acres of vegetables at one point. That's a lot. And all of those years it was mostly just me and Ben. We had one year where we had 2 full-time employees just for the season, but otherwise it's just us. But this is our favorite place to go and see how things are on the farm. Sometimes we come ask Ben for help. This is where we asked him to help us find the cow, and it managed to work, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
I lost a bracelet in the orchard, so...
And she asked Dad if he could find it, hang it on a tree.
Right, so one of these days we are going to walk through the orchard and see if he hung it on a tree for me, because, you know, never know. All right, so we have lots of projects ahead of us because this is our first season without Dad, and we have a lot to figure out. But some of our plans are, we are getting new perimeter fence on a lot of our pasture fields, which is good. We got a grant for that, so I'll share information about the grant once that gets finalized. Another thing is we are gonna try raising ducks. Lots of ducks.
70.
Maybe about 70 for the orchard, because we have always done the orchard chemical free. It hasn't always worked the best for us, but I think maybe we just haven't tried getting ahead of the pests with something awesome like ducks, so we're gonna try it.
Also, in another part of the video, we are going to clean out the chicken coop, so you can see, because we're raising chickens.
Yeah, we're also the soonest thing we're gonna do is raise a batch of chicks for a friend at Kennedy Farms. She raises pasture raised eggs, but she has a completely solar farm and can't really raise the chicks on lights for that long. So we are going to do the chicks for the 8 weeks for her, and then she's going to take those babies. So we have to get ready for those. So that's our first project. Our next big project is going to be the duck coop. So we're going to take an old hay trailer and make a duck coop so we can move them to the orchard or wherever we need them. So those are going to be the projects you guys can watch us do. We also have a creamery. So you're going to be hearing a lot about our creamery, and we just got solar on it, so our whole farm can be run on solar as well. So lots to learn from us. So
Mom, guess what?
What?
I'm going to teleport you to the chicken coop.
Okay. I'm in the chicken coop.
Okay, so this is the chicken coop. So we're going to get ready for raising chickens in here, and we've got these 2 giant tubs. We've got heater lamps, but for some reason, all our heater lamps, someone chewed the wires off.
Yeah, we got a little bit of work to do before next week. So we did have about 50 layers at one time, but we haven't had them for a while.
Also
so
up here,
we're just setting it up temporarily to have these guys for 8 weeks, and you can watch watch us do that. All right, so leaving the chicken coop, we come to our backyard, which has not so exciting things like this greenhouse that lost its plastic about a year and a half ago. That's another project for us to put the new plastic on it. And here we have apple trees that we grafted about 3 years ago.
We have these guys,
these guys are gonna get transplanted into the orchard this spring. So hopefully I can take back my backyard and it won't be random apple trees.
But I want to.
You want to show them something?
So avoid the girl, but I love how pretty this is, because in the spring, when these are all blossomed and they have their blossoms and stuff, it looks so pretty and you can just walk through.
Yeah, the whole orchard always looks really pretty when it's blooming. And then we have a little grape arbor here, so we're probably, once these trees are out of here, gonna doctor up the backyard to make it more fun.
I think we should put like a porch swing right here, so we can just be swinging and then we can go
Yep, eat the grapes. We've got a few little blueberries over there in that patch over there, but greenhouse we used to use for starting the transplants for the 30 acres of veggies. So it obviously is not going to be used for that anytime soon, but we will do something with it. Other important farm chores include taking the foam out of the hot tub. Because, you know, we deserve a little rest and relaxation around these parts. All right, well, we've got to head inside for dinner, but I think I'm going to show you a magic trick. So you just see. Hey Miriam.
What?
Why haven't we seen Charlie today?
I don't know.
Oh boy. All right, guys. I'm going to perform one more magic trick for you. Alexa, announce it's dinner time.
Announcing. It's dinner time.
See? Told you. Magic trick. 13-year-old food.
What?
Say hi to everyone, Charlie.
No.
Say hi. They literally.
Hey.
If you like what you saw today, please like this video and subscribe to our page. Bye.